Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the rumpled one. It is Friday, May the 18th, the year 2018. Let's talk trading. It's weekly wrap up time. I hope you had a profitable week. It was a pretty good week here. And I hope you apply your money in risk management. We talked a little bit about risk yesterday and expecting the unexpected. So, weekly wrap up. Oh, let's see, we had the euro on board yesterday, and if I remember correctly, it was right around the 1.1800. And I said, let's look to see, and look at this. We have a profitable trade here if you want short at the 1.18. Let's see, that's not hindsight. I told you that ahead of time. And I'm looking right here. We got the Australian dollar right by a double O. We've got the Swiss Japan. What was it? The double O. Now it just dropped a couple of pips right there. Big green. Look at that. Look at that weekly breakout. I mean, usually on this chart we talk about the gaps. But we also have the wick zones, and you can see here cross above high, cross above high. All these yellows, so where it's crossed above, or in this case, that's the daily, and here's the weekly. All these crossing above. So you can see there was some, or below, right there, got to cross below. There's definitely some profit to be had. And usually I'm looking at the yen. You can see here we're pulling back. We actually hit 111 and then some, but it turned back, came back the other way. Profit taking is in effect. And you can see right here, it broke through. Now it passed, might even come out of this wick zone. Let's see what happens. Okay. Harry hindsight buy zone trades? No, these are all valid. Look at this. Here you go. Right here. You went long here in the buy zone. There was profit to be had. Another opportunity, profit to be had. No, there was no threat of hitting the stop loss. And you see, this is something I'm going to go over next week. I'm going to do a series, and I got the idea from a music video. It's like, why you don't get better? Why aren't you getting any better? So I'm going to do a why aren't you getting any better at trading? And I'll just give you a little hint. It's because you're not doing what you need to do to get better. And we'll go into that next week. But I mean, this is so simple that you could teach this to what? A fifth grader, sixth grader, fourth grader? You just tell them when price gets here, you buy, and then you put points on the board, okay? And then, but if you buy here and price comes down to here, or definitely if it comes down to here, well, then that's a loss, and you're just going to have to take that loss. And I think you could teach a little kid, a young child, how to do that, because you see, they won't be bringing any preconceived notions to the table. They won't know about candlestick patterns or support resistance or supply and demand or double tops or tweezer tops or pin bars or any of that stuff or squiggly lines. No, you just tell them this simple thing and they will probably outtrade you. Now, that's a hard pill to swallow, isn't it? And of course, if you want, you could always do an EA, but then, they'll say, oh, you get chopped up. Well, there's some things that an EA can do better than you, and there's some things it can't do better than you. So you need to employ those properly, those trading robots, as they like to call them. But, this buy zone is just really simple stuff, guys. And as you can see here, only a 36 pip range. Looks like we're going to be pushing a new low. Just not enough for a rat trade. And see, sometimes trading is not trading. Okay. maybe we'll hit this pivot because see, we hit it yesterday, we hit it there, we missed it here, we haven't hit it yet. Maybe we can drop another, what, 15, 16 pips and hit that pivot. So here's your opportunity right here, live, taking that open cross and seeing if it'll hit the pivot or not. And see, we've got, this is at monthly R1 right here. This is weekly R2. Let's see what happens. We got a few minutes. We could see maybe it'll hit it. I don't know. You can see here, once again, price action. You could tell a little kid, okay, here, if it's red at the line, you sell. If it's green at the line, you buy. And just put points on the board. And so those little kids will put points, and they probably don't want to lose any. So they just might beat you if you teach them how to trade this way. It's, hard pill to swallow. A little kid going to beat you. Once again, green at the line long, red at the line short. Teach the child how to do that. And guess what? Maybe they'll win. Anticipate. Maybe it'll come down to the 46. Maybe it'll come to that, was it 50-some pivot? And here we go. We are out of the upper wick zone right here. See that? Price doesn't like staying in the wick zone. You've heard that one before. Right here, live, before your eyes. No hairy hindsight involved. And here we go. A holo. We're putting in, we've got 20 minutes. Put in a lowest open. Maybe it will get some movement out. Maybe we'll just keep heading south. Haven't been at the computer for a long time here, but you can see price right there, cross below. The bid came back, and then the ask came back down, and there you have it. Whoops, not ready to end quite yet. You can see here how these just show you. The reason I have the lines all the way so you can see the bid and ask, the peak and the valley compared to the closes on this 1 minute chart. And finally, right here, this was definitely a very nice IRB trade. Boom, and John Madden, boom, to the bottom. And you can see there, you can be putting pips in your pocket right now. So, you know what? I think I'm just going to end early here. Don't need to belabor anything. Like I said, next week, look forward to a series. I don't know how many parts, maybe 3, 4, 5 parts. I don't know, of why you're not getting better, why you're just not getting better at trading. And hopefully by the end of the week, you'll be better if you employ those things. So, fellow traders, it's Friday. We all probably have things to do. Get out, enjoy life, and just remember, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne. I'm pretty much done draining the banks.